Hey guys, today we are in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We're standing in front of Boss Hogg's BBQ. It's out here on Wares Valley Road. It's family owned. So we're gonna take you inside, show you the menu, order a couple things off of it. Then you can decide whether this looks like a place that you wanna visit when you're in the Smokies. So are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
Looks like we might be sitting outside today, guys. Always like that. Let's head in. Finest folks come through these doors. The artwork. Look at the size of these cakes. These are $6.99 a slice, and they are made at a local bakery if you need a dessert when you're done with your meal. Boss Hogg's Barbecue Shack hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9. On Sunday, it is 12 to 8. Now let's take a look at the menu. We're gonna start off with just the meat by the pound: pulled pork, brisket, smoked sausage, and ribs. Sandwiches include 2 sides and a pickle, pulled pork, brisket, sliced sausage, and a sweet chicken sandwich. Country fried steak, you can get a half chicken, chicken and dumplings, and you can either get a small or a large order of pork ribs. Rolls are 6 for $3.99 and all drinks are $2.99. Here are your side choices. A lot of them are made in-house. Chicken and dumplings is also included in this list. It's just not up here. Kids menu is $8. That's for 13 and under, and it includes a drink and a side. And 2 value meal options, includes bread, meat, and sides. Now let's get started. Let's take a look at our meals. Got the homemade coleslaw, pork ribs, and some fries, $18.99. Bobby got collard greens, baked beans, and pulled pork. And there's a lot of pulled pork on there. That was $14.99.
Start off with the pulled pork sandwich. That is a huge sandwich, isn't it?
Put it up beside you.
Oh.
That's big.
Mm-hmm. A lot of pulled pork. We'll try it without the sauce. I think they put some on there, but I might need extra. That is good. The meat's tender. I thought it had some barbecue sauce on it, but it's just a dry rub. And I'm not usually a fan of just dry rub, but I'm not sure if I'm going to even need any of this sauce. It has a mild smoky flavor, and the meat's very tender.
You're not going to try the barbecue sauce?
I
Just
might
put
try
some
some
on there. Now they don't make this one, they make the other one. Is it better with the barbecue sauce on it?
I'm not sure. I like it both ways. I might half it and eat half dry rub, half with the sauce. I'm not sure what this is. It has a sweet flavor. It reminds me of Sweet Baby Ray's.
That could be, because that is not homemade barbecue sauce from here.
They make this one, right?
That one is. That's like a mustard base. That's the one I'm trying.
Try the greens. Looks like they got some bacon or ham in there. About the only time I get greens is when I'm in this area. They remind me of the texture of a Brussels sprout. They have a salty flavor, but it has a good flavor from the pork that they put in it, or bacon. You can see, there's my fork, there it is. You can see a lot of the liquid that it is prepared in. I like them. Like I said, it's not something I order all the time, but when we're in this area, I like to get them.
You can eat all you want. I'm not even going to try those.
I do like Brussels sprouts. I make those a lot at home. I like them when they're roasted. There's the baked beans. It's like they got some kidney beans. These are very good. I got a surprise when I first bit into them. I got some pulled pork. So you have a little bit of the smoky flavor from that. They're a little zesty and tangy. I think there's like a barbecue sauce and maybe some ketchup. Those are really good. There's a lot of sauce.
Almost got an order of the baked beans. I went with fries. I was going to get mac and cheese, but they do not make the mac and cheese here.
We like to get different items.
But
you could have got the baked beans because you do like those. We both could have got them, but we try to get different items to show.
We can split all this, everything except those greens. I'm not going to do it. Let's just start off first with the French fries, or just frozen French fries. I think they have some batter on them. And these are crispy. So they're pretty good frozen French fries. You see inside? Worth getting as a side. I mean, I think I'd probably go with the baked beans over these. But still, if you like French fries, you will enjoy those. Look at all these ribs. This is the small order of ribs. You could have got a large order of ribs. Let's just try it. You know, just try them with nothing on them first. Since there's no sauce on here, you can taste the smoke, but it's not a overly powerful smoke flavor. They're cooked well. I mean, they're not chewy. They're pretty tender. A lot of meat on there. I think that's a good serving for the price.
Looks like you got about, is there about 4?
Well, there's 4 here. I already ate one, and I got this one. Oh. So I got, had 5.
Wow, that is a nice
5 bones.
serving.
So I do like these. They prepared them really well. And again, if you don't like smoke, could probably still eat these because I don't get a lot of smoke flavor. I don't know about Bobby's, but this I don't, and it's pretty good. I do enjoy it.
Mine's just a mild smoke flavor.
We just had a lot of good ribs by going to Memphis. We said that before. It's hard to come to any place once you have those good Memphis ribs. The side angle of these ribs, they don't have baby back ribs here, so you just have the regular pork ribs, but pretty meaty. I'm gonna try their homemade barbecue sauce. They don't make the other ones. Then they have a hot one inside. There, look at that. Let's go with this. Now that piece was definitely tender, and I could taste more smoke flavor in that bite than I could on that first one I took. I don't know whether to eat this with just the barbecue sauce or just eat it like this. Maybe I'll just do half and half. I am more of a fan, though, of the baby back ribs than I am the regular pork ribs, but that's just me. Now let's try the homemade coleslaw made with mayonnaise. If you like KFC coleslaw, you're gonna love this because that's exactly what it tastes like. You can see down in there, it is not dry. And I like KFC coleslaw, so 2 good sides.
KFC is probably my favorite. So I'm gonna have to try some of that.
All right.
I'll trade you some of my greens for that.
I'll pass on that. I'm a huge fan of pulled pork, so I'm gonna try some of Bobby's. Put some mustard barbecue sauce on the end of this one. There we go. This is really good. I like the barbecue sauce again, but the pulled pork is very tender. I think if I was coming back in here and would choose between the pulled pork or the ribs, I would get the pulled pork, but they also have chicken. They just haven't got it in yet. It's in March. I think it's supposed to come in next week. If they would have had that, we would have tried that because we like smoked chicken. But I do like this pulled pork. And the ribs are good, but I like the pulled pork better. Bobby let me try some of these baked beans, and these are my favorite of any of the sides except the collard greens, which I'm not trying. These are so good. I mean, they are a little zesty, and they have some tanginess to them, but you see that thick sauce? I'm impressed with this. If I'm coming back here, I'm definitely ordering the baked beans again. Let's take a look at our receipt at Boss Hogg's BBQ Shack. There's the address. Pork plate, $14.99. Small rib, $18.99. We both got drinks that were $2.99 each. Grand total, $44.26. We just got back from Boss Hogg's BBQ Shack here in Pigeon Forge. What did you think about it?
It's such a pretty day, we decided to sit outside. They have a nice area with plenty of tables and chairs. The deck's covered, so even if it was raining, you could sit out there. I ordered the pulled pork. It was tender. It had a mild, smoky flavor to it. I liked the dry rub that they had on there. I usually don't like dry rub, but this was very good. I used just a little bit of barbecue sauce. I like the baked beans and the greens, but they were a little salty. But I'm not an expert on greens, so maybe they're supposed to be salty. I don't know. I've never prepared them before. The staff was really friendly when we came in. They said hello to us. They came out a few times to check on us to see if we need anything. I would like to go back and get the chicken, and I would get the baked beans and the coleslaw you had. That was very good.
I also enjoyed my meal, but I like Bobby's pulled pork a little better than the ribs. Now, those were pretty good ribs, and they gave me a decent amount of them. I think there was 5 bones. They were prepared well. They were tender. The mustard barbecue sauce had that good vinegar taste to them. I really enjoyed putting that on there, but I ate about half of them with barbecue sauce, half without. But my favorite thing I tried here today had to be the baked beans. They were just a little zesty and tangy, just had a great flavor to them. And I like the coleslaw. It just reminded me of KFC's. The fries were good and crunchy, but they were just frozen. I wanted to try that mac and cheese, but since they didn't make it here, that's why I didn't get it. If I'm coming back here next time, I'm going to get the pulled pork. I think Bobby got a lot on there for $14.99. Mine was $18.99. You guys saw what we got. If you think that's a good deal, I think the food here is good enough to give it a try. If you're going to Goats on the Roof, you could just swing in there because it's just right past this place. So another place for barbecue in Pigeon Forge. I can't tell you who has the best barbecue down here because we haven't been to all of them. But this one was well worth going into.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, so until we meet again, J and B have left the
building.
building. I'm noticing a lot of artwork around Pigeon Forge. I think most of it is done by this lady. Look at some of this.